Hey Pablo, what's up?
Good evening. How are you doing?
Good. I finished one of the scenarios on my own today. You would have been proud of me. This
Oh,
one's
that's good.
kicked my ass a couple times, the heat one. And it
Oh
mostly
yeah.
mistakes by me. So,
This one is very tricky actually, yeah. Because the heat forces your body to like sweat so much. Your hydration drops a lot.
yeah, I tried to do everything at night, and then I got to the second day, and there was no moon. So I couldn't do anything, and I died. I was like, God damn it, why didn't I think of that? Of course that's going to happen. So.
Yes, this scenario, I was actually playing it before lunch just to make sure it was well balanced. Pretty tricky for sure. Today there was a patch on which I actually address some of the issues with roots, the first scenario.
Okay.
So now it should be a little bit more um, clear to people where to go next, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm here. I catch the rabbit. Where do I go next?
Gotcha.
Which
Okay.
is it is a general issue.
Trap myself in the corner there. That wasn't a good spot to climb up.
Ooh, you're very low on hydration. There you go.
I just figured it would be better to operate at night, but then when that happened, and I wasn't really taking into consideration the fact of, oh, maybe it's not going to be a full moon. Of course it wasn't. So
Naturally. Um, yeah, actually, I think the best to do in this scenario is to avoid noon for sure,
hmm
and then um, well, you can make yourself a little leafy hat.
yeah, I
Uh,
made that last time. I think I'm about
yeah,
ready. Yeah, here we go. Done. Got my hat. Put my hat on.
yeah, that helps a lot. There's another hat which is the furry hat, funny name, and actually it doesn't reduce body dissipation as much as the scarf or the chest one, but what it does is that it increases the amount of heat that you receive from the sun. So if it's a sunny day, you're gonna get so much more warmed up by using that hat. Of course, that is not what you want here, but
Right. Yeah, that's cool. All right. So let's see what I got. I got enough stuff for some energy. You can't
um,
trap animals on this map, right?
right.
Can you fish
It's
here?
mostly fruits. I think you can.
Okay. Um, and
There is a lake though.
can this soil's too dry to get water? I'm assuming, right?
Out of digging.
Yeah,
It may take a while, but you should get it. Not in the sand, but on the
on
grass.
the grass. Okay, okay.
Um, However, there is a lake
Oh,
on the
really?
corner, top left corner. Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's kind of hidden. And now that I think about it,
yeah. You did this to me last time, and I was like, "Son of a bitch! There's actually a lake here."
yeah,
All right, so I gotta find it in the top left corner. Okay. Well, that would have helped immensely.
um,
Do I have to climb?
yeah,
I gotta climb up there. Okay.
on the right side of because some areas are separated by but you're starving.
Let's see.
Oh, I see. Um, it's like no, not on the other map. It's on this one, but actually, it's close to where you were before. I think it's hard to know. Like I have some delay
Delay.
from yeah,
All right, so it's
but
not on the left. Where do I go from the shade tree?
uh, uh, north you go up
Okay,
and left,
up
and then
and
you
left.
climb up.
Okay. All right, we'll try this. actually, I don't need those leaves right now. They're not critical. Oh, no shit. There it is. How'd I miss this? Oh, man. Oh, GG. This scenario's over. It was easy. Alright. Yeah, right.
That is funny.
Yeah, I had no idea that was there. Holy God. The UI looks
Actually, I remember
fantastic. Yeah, it's
when I
awesome.
first put this scenario in. S- oh no, it was actually Cold Training. This was actually released with the game, but with the early access version. But Cold Training wasn't. And somebody posted on the forum something like, "Oh, I thought this Cold Training scenario would be a piece of cake," and then he goes, "It's kicking my ass," or something like that. So like, yeah, they all look like, "Oh, this is very straightforward. I just have to stay alive for a little bit," and then things happen.
Yeah, then it's dark at night, and all of a sudden you're screwed. Um, Refill with water. Oh, coconut carrier. That's awesome.
Yeah. So the good thing is that it doesn't slow you down while you.
I'll make that. Alright, sweet. Got a canteen. It's awesome.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
I appreciate the compliment on the UI. This was actually my first time making a UI for, well, especially RPG Maker, but for uh, just selector input, like up, down, left, right, select and cancel. Right. I normally do things for mouse or touch, so it was like an important learning process for me.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go to the shade soon. It's gonna get hot. Is there anything else I can do during the middle of the day? Should I just really be sleeping?
Oh, sleeping is a great thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, because otherwise, yeah, you better not sweat as much, and also dry weather dries your skin, so the body will spend more hydration into moisturizing your skin. So anything that is dryness or wind can rip it away.
Okay. So, preferably in a cave or something.
Cave is definitely nice. It's usually nicer than
Than
outside,
the tree.
and also bathing helps
Yeah, I've been doing
because
that
it's
too.
just, yeah, that moisture skin, it gets you all like wet, so your body doesn't try to sweat as much.
Well, there was a cave here. Somewhere. Oh well. I'm gonna be out in the sun too long. Alright, let's go ahead and bathe. Alright. We're gonna eat a little and then sleep. Oh, I didn't eat what I wanted to, but that's okay. Alright. So, sleep for a minute. Sleep throughout the hot sun. Yeah, that
You
didn't
can
last long.
actually, yeah, it shouldn't. He should be bothered
It's bright,
by
yeah.
nature.
Yeah, that's good.
But you should be able to set up some climbing binds so you can go up and down on a wall
Oh,
effortless.
easier?
Yeah, it doesn't cost any energy once you have it.
Mm,
It's also great for the two tiles tall cliffs, which you can't climb up, but you can't climb down off. And you can also set up a long climbing bind there. So it's not in the case of this scenario, but in others, it's great because it sort of allows you to go somewhere and then come back very easily from it.
okay. I could use an axe to chop that tree down there.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worth the energy conversion. That's a lot of energy I'd have to use. Oh shit, need a stick. Oh, don't have that. I can put one over where the lake is. It's probably a little more important. And then I'm gonna get out of the sun once it gets near noon.
Yes.
It's gonna kill me. So how has the response been after your first couple days? Have you seen sales increases or anything?
It's selling some copies. We're not trying to push too hard emailing people or anything because there's packs going on right now and they're all super busy with that.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm just sort of waiting. But hopefully after that we can actually start bothering people and see how it goes. But some people are actually finding it on the store. How did you find it actually?
It was recommended to me with my recommended games because of the type of games I like.
Oh, I see.
But you know what? I put it on Lyrics Reddit today. Let me see if I got any responses. Because I think it's a type of game that he would enjoy. I just put it up a few minutes ago. Nothing yet.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, the reality is that I mean, I was even checking like what would be the best time to release and so on, and it's not actual best time because there's always a game. Right now, it's just a few weeks away from many AAA titles to come out, but I published Unveil, and there were like other 15 games being published on Steam that day, and 10 the day before, and 10 the day after. So it's like it's constant.
Yeah, you know what? And my friends and I were just talking about the other day how it was kind of a dead time. The division's really down. Not a lot of people
Hmm.
are into it. There's not Overwatch hasn't come out yet, which is supposed to get a lot of attention.
I want to play that.
Yeah. I just that's an example of all the stuff that's come out, but it's kind of a dead spot. But there were a few games that released that day that were all survival themed.
Oh, on Tuesday
Mm,
or
yeah,
this week? I mean,
this week in general, but I think Tuesday came out with it's like a roguelike that looks almost like Oregon Trail zombie survival.
oh,
Um,
I see.
very grainy, like Commodore 64 graphics.
Oh,
Hi Zoo. The shadows of the trees also look really great. I like how you. Yeah, they do. They look good.
oh, thank you. That was actually one of the few assets that I made myself, the trees, because everything else was done by an actual person that knows how to draw. But yeah, the tree looks good actually.
Gotta find some foods. That probably means I gotta go find a rock. Actually, no, I have a rock. Can I make an axe with that rock? I don't think with that one. I need a different one, I think. I need a branch, too.
Oh, thank you. Actually, there are two types of axes you can make. There is, of course, the basic one, right, that you
Mm-hmm.
use big boulder-looking kind of rock,
Mm-hmm.
and then there is another one you can make with a wood log that you get from actually chopping a tree down, and a sharp stone, which is using two rocks together at crafting,
Oh, okay.
same type. Yeah, so that makes that one will last longer and make it so that it costs less energy to chop a tree down.
Oh, the lake drowned up. Dried up. Drowned up.
Yeah,
Ah, oh, damn it. You sneaky
this is when
bastard,
it starts
Pablo.
to amp up. That's why I was laughing before.
That's what I thought. Figured there was
These
something I
scenarios are
hadn't seen yet.
actually like super tricky because the simulation is pretty chaotic. So I had to find a way to make them more predictable so they could be completed in 3 days, almost the same way for everybody. Because otherwise, some may complain, "Hey, it didn't dry up for me. It was raining for me," and etc.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to use what I call weather injectors, which basically they either send water or dryness to different bits of the simulation. So, an example, there's a injector right now that is making sure that the sky is dry so it doesn't rain.
Oh, okay.
So I had to pull some tricks like that because I really wanted people to focus. Okay, what do you do now? And then of course the free roam doesn't have any of that. It actually has it just goes with the flow, depending on the initial settings that you put, like latitude and etc.
Hey, Math, what's up? Yeah, you guys should vote up that post so that we can get some more attention to that thread. Hopefully, we can get Pablo some views. All right, need to craft an axe.
I can upvote that too.
Yeah, there you go.
What does it mean when on Reddit you don't actually see the number of votes? You just see a dot.
I think that's something that the mods for that particular thread do. Sometimes you can only upvote and you can't downvote to keep the toxic community stuff away, you know? Because some of the communities can be really jerks.
On the internet?
Oh, shit. God damn it, I did it again. So dark. I did the exact same thing again that I said I wasn't gonna do.
What is that?
The, it's now completely pitch black. And I can't see anything.
I think it's a good time to sleep.
Yep.
Actually, you spend less hydration while you sleep. That was suggested by some users that told me they were waking up to being dead. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I figure, well, I guess the body should go into sort of like a low consumption state while it sleeps. So I guess it makes sense.
Hopefully that's enough water.
Like the very beginning, the game was so much harsher.
Jeez, it's hard to. This one's pretty rough.
Right? Like I kept on toning it down and down, down. I just have the fear of over nerfing it, and I had many games that I loved that just got so nerfed in difficulty. It just went like, this is boring. So that's sort of my fear, like overdoing it.
It's still pretty challenging. Like the lake, knowing where the lake is, I would have never figured that out.
Yeah.
This is a survival sim. It was made with RPG Maker. Pablo, who I'm talking to now, is the creator. All right.
Indeed.
So I will sleep for a little bit longer. Oh, I'm already well rested. Damn it.
So you have to survive pretty much like what, like 12, 13 hours maybe?
Yeah, it's the afternoon. So, yeah, about 12 hours.
I think for me, afternoon is like 6 p.m., I guess, so. Something like that.
I could cut down that tree, but that's going to take almost all the rest of my food. I don't know that that's worth it. I guess there's more food on the other side, so. YOLO.
Good way to put it.
And I got
I am the creator of this germ. So, is this the first game he has released to the public? Yes, because I mean, I started making video games just for myself when I was like 11, and I would just play with my friends. But then I just jump into like making applications and work and serious stuff. And then I'm like, you know what? Grown people also make video games. I can make video games too. I mean, that is a profession. So I went back to it and give it a go with this. No, it's not Stardew Valley actually.
Hey, Kay, what's up, man? Kay is the guy who designed my logo.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a space for a bridge, and that's where you get your water? Damn you, Pablo. Oh, that's so much energy.
Actually, I don't know if there's water on the other side. I mean, I should check, but...
There's those plants.
Oh, you have the twiggy plants there?
Yeah, but... Oh
Oh,
god, that's so much energy. How much longer do I have?
I guess like 10 hours. Have a couple dogs barking outside. I think they're barking to each other. Not sure about what. Maybe they're just telling each other they're dogs.
What kind of dogs are
Um, I think the annoying kind, they bark every day.
they? Really?
Yes. um, that bridge is expensive.
Yeah, I can't justify the cost. I can't.
It's well, I mean, the one is the steady one, which is just for you to cross it faster, but normally you just build the other one. Uh,
Yeah, there's the
that one is for
plans.
whenever you have so much wealth that you go, why not?
Yeah. Alright, let me go over here. I'll rest right here. Hopefully, we have enough stuff that we've acquired that we can make it through the day. It's gonna be close.
Do you plan on making more games anytime soon? If so, what type of game would it be? Will it be similar to this one? Um, I have many ideas on my head right now. Like this year is gonna be focused on making sure Unveil is feature rich at least by the end of the year, and hopefully I can even continue it next year. But um, I definitely have many. They're definitely simulators. There's just way too many things I want to try. Um, and some are so weird that they may not even work. It goes from very um, popular things like a city simulator, but for mobile, because I feel like I like the idea of being able to play a city simulator any time of the day and not booting up a computer. But I don't want to have gems or whatever in that thing. I want an actual simulator that is simulating, like SimCity, but on the phone. And I made a Reddit thread. Apparently, people are into it, but until you don't actually ask for their money, you're not exactly sure about that. So we have to see. And hola, amigo. And And yes, what else? I wanted to make a game on which you would design the AI for the little people. So you would have to create these creatures and make them smarter so they can survive on their own and reproduce and so on. But so far, I could not find a fun factor to that. Like, it sounds very hardcore at the very end. I couldn't make it as accessible as I wanted. So that's yet another prototype. Oh man, you're so close. There's a coconut right there. Oh, the coconuts are pretty hard to crack open though.
Yeah, I think I have enough energy, but how come you can't eat the coconuts?
Oh, you can. You have to salvage them.
Mmm.
Yeah. So you don't do it by mistake. But yeah, if you take like a sharp stone or something, you
Okay.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you couldn't do it before, and I think there was a girl sent me a message saying, "Hi, I love this game, but I love coconuts in real life, but I can't eat them in the game."
Yeah, I had no idea how to do it.
All right. Yeah. I think the name of the game says a lot about the game itself. It's all about sort of keep on unveiling what you can do in the game, and I'm not exactly explicit as to what you can do with it, so that there's always that feeling of I think there is something else I could learn here or there, keep you on your toes. Oh man, you better bathe all day long so you don't
Yeah.
sweat at all. Just have a dream of an MMO of farming and brewing beer. That is interesting. Um, I think even Blizzard is starting to come to peace with the idea that MMOs had a time and now we're sort of moving toward other kind of entertainment. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe there's enough drunk people you can, you know, get to play. Never played Dark Souls, although I sort of wanted to. It's just that with Overwatch, all I think is Overwatch. Basically, when I'm like, what should I play? Overwatch. I can't. That is pretty much what goes on my head right now. So I'll work on my game instead of that.
It's gonna be close, Pablo.
You're close, man. Should be fine. Quite tricky though. Maybe I should adjust when it stopped, especially because I did change the cost of the coconuts, but I did not update.
Got it.
Nice. Good job. Still think it needs, but that was good. Good job there.
If I wouldn't have done if I would have known how to open a coconut, I probably would have died. I probably would've.
Definitely. The coconut, like, you must learn that in here. That's why free roam is locked away, because all of these difficulties are put together. And basically, I mean, there are people that survive many years, quad, which are like 16 days long. So
now
it's not excessively. Oh, you unlocked tier 3. That is good.
Yeah. Probably should keep doing the training here, though, huh?
You're gonna die eventually, but you are free to try, because it won't rain. So you can maybe go, okay, how much longer?
Let's see. Oh wait, I can do free roam? Oh yeah.
You can do free roam now, yes.
All right. I won't last long, I'm sure. When do you recommend that people start free roam? Should they complete the tutorial?
Oh no, I think by the time they unlock it, it is when they should try it out. That's why I made it that way.
Okay. So besides getting the tokens, is there any benefit to completing all 4 tiers?
Just for fun, that is different survival situations you can get yourself involved. Tier 3 are basically Tier 2 teaches you in a very isolated scenario one thing about the game, whether it is hot or cold or fishing or hydration or pain. And then Tier 3 sort of brings many of those together. They're not necessarily more difficult, but they do require you knowing more things about the game. Okay. And then Tier 4 is pretty much saying, F you thought this game was easy at any time or point, then try this. And that like Tier 4 are like my current level of difficulty. Like, it's almost brain dead impossible, but I actually did manage to complete, because I mean, otherwise I wouldn't release it.
Okay.
But yeah, those are extremely complicated. For many people, the fun is really gonna be on free roam. However, that's why my next update is actually gonna be adding more maps and starting points on free roam.
Are you planning on increasing the amount of animals and/or fish to the game?
I think definitely the animals department need a little bit more stuff. Like, you only have rabbits and rats right now, and it could be nice to maybe hunt or trap, sorry, stuff that maybe wouldn't make as much sense, but still, like a raccoon or maybe a fox, perhaps. I have to actually figure out what would make sense, but just for variety, really.
Okay.
Mechanically won't change.
Like the grubs instead of the worms. You're gonna work on that for me. Yep. Or how about a scenario with a dog, where you have a dog you have to take care of, preferably a German Shepherd dog?
That is actually one of the mechanics that I've been thinking. What if you had a scenario in which you have to worry about the survival of another person, or I guess a dog could work as well. So you could see their hydration, their energy, and so on. So that is something that could happen in the future. Yeah, I've been thinking about that.
Or maybe one where you start with tools, like you were fairly prepared to go out into the wilderness.
Right.
Like you start with like a lighter or a knife or something like that, where you start with that would be cool.
Yes, actually, for free roam, one of the features that I once had on my list and then I removed because you have to pick really what goes in due to time constraints, was the ability to pick one survival item to take with you. So
Yeah,
you would say,
cool.
well, I want this Swiss Army knife, in example, or I want this lighter, I want this flamethrower. I don't know, but something that would make sense to take with.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like give you like a little more personalized strategy besides tool.
I have no interest in going to the desert area. Nope, none whatsoever. Um, and climate changes based off where you are, I'm assuming.
um, so the desert will tend to be a little bit hotter, technically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The jungle tends to be more humid and have more soil humidity. The jungle is actually like in the completely opposite side. Like I want to make like a little map, not like an actual mini map. That's not happening, but like a little thing to tell you which starting point is where they are, and you're technically on the west side of free roam right now.
Okay.
So on the very east side, there is like a little jungle, and I want to actually
Oh, there's a cave.
ban upon it.
Cool. Alright, so first thing we need to do is set up a way to get some water. I need to make my tools. Or find a water source. So in this game, is there an explanation why the person ended up in the scenario, or you just dropped into it?
Um, Normally the little guy will go, "Hey, so I got lost," but that's not important. The important thing is to get out of here. So not really, but it does make jokes about it. Like, how does he keep on ending up in these situations? It could be maybe like he just enjoys going, you know, and put himself into these situations until the rescue crew comes and rescue him, which won't happen here. Free roam.
Oh, I'm missing sticks. Damn. Alright, that's okay.
How much time did you spend working on this game daily over that 3 years you did spend making it, and was it stressful or rushed? Well, at first it was sort of like I was just checking out. I wasn't even thinking of selling the game, putting it up on Steam. It was just really for me. After a while, um, I started to go, okay, this is starting to become a game. It's interesting. I'm having fun. Let's actually start to make a little agenda, a little schedule, and so on. So I was pretty much working. I ended up working on it, I would say, at least part time, but it was almost like 6 hours a day. I would say like between part time and full time. Um, Luckily, my software company doesn't require that much time of me. I still have to be there every day, but it doesn't require me actually investing many hours a day. So I was able to do that for 2.5 years, and and it wasn't really stressful or rushed until finishing the game up for the early access, to get into early access, then actually finishing the game to release it as an early access title, right? Because you have to make a campaign to get in, and then of course now to actually release the game. Luckily, this release was so much smoother than the other one. It was just we managed to get everything on time. I even had a spare time the day I launched. I actually went and took a walk before releasing, so it was actually much better. I see it's humid.
Yep. Was just thinking
It's raining.
about. Yep. I'm going to crack open these coconuts. Take care of that. Even though
Yeah.
it's an energy risk, I'm going to use the. Set them out. Alright, there. Now we'll collect some water. Alright, good. Leave those guys there. Now I got some water. Now I gotta go get a food source, which I need some sticks that now I have. So, what's this? Sulfur. You make.
Ooh, nice.
Can you make guns?
That'd be nice, huh? But no, actually, that allows you to make. I mean, it's great for fuel, but I think it's better used for crafting what it's called an exploder torch. So that one, unlike the other ones, you can light it up anywhere you are
Oh, okay.
because it has sulfur and
Yeah.
therefore it ignites, I guess. Yeah. There were many things that I tried not to make the game too gamey, like try to actually make sure it had some meaning in real life. But if you make it too realistic, then it's just boring or too crippling. So you have to find, I guess, the middle path.
Yeah, I agree. You're doing good so far.
Good.
Because I'm
Good to
really
know.
picky about that. Like I said,
Oh,
I
good.
was yelling at you about using worms to catch minnows.
Yes. And that is sort of the people I want to cater, people that actually pay attention to that. So that's why I put so much time and energy. Like many of the crafting materials changed, and therefore the duration of the final object changed as well, depending on what kind of assets we made. So we were like, oh, this humidity condenser now is taking 3 sticks instead of 2. Well, I guess we need to change the recipe then. And then you gotta change the duration to make sure it stays balanced, so it's not a resource hog every time you make it. So yeah.
Have you thought about getting sponsors from real companies that make survival gear? Has that even crossed your mind?
Come again?
So think about like somebody that utilizes they make survival gear like the water filters, or maybe a company that makes knives, or a backpack company. Have you ever thought about utilizing them or leveraging them?
Sort of as a sponsorship?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but I guess it is interesting. Although I'm not sure because an example I remember I played SimCity, the last one, and I was really pissed when they put that Nissan Leaf car, and I'm like, why are you
Okay.
putting ads in my game?
I gotcha. Gotcha. Hey Germs, what's up? Twitch says you're playing Stardew Valley. Is this a new version? No, this is a game called Unveil. I'm talking to the creator Pablo right now. It doesn't have a tag currently, which I'm sure Pablo can't wait for that to happen. It just came out a
Yes.
few days ago, so if you have any questions, he actually built it on RPG Maker. It took 3 years.
Yeah, the tag actually they get it from what is it? Something bomb. Giant bomb. They have a huge game database and an API with all of the covers and so on. So that is what Twitch uses to find whether a game exists or not. Plus their own channels like gaming talk shows and so on. So until it's not on Giant Bomb and you can't really suggest it, like they will put it in.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty much like. So yeah, I guess Stardew Valley is okay for for
I just thought it looked like it, and it would bring some people here.
it's funny, like whenever I saw Stardew Valley, I mean it came like what, a month before this one.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, at least this came out a month earlier, not the same day.
Yeah.
Because it was clearly targeting to such a audience that I had no idea that existed, which is people that love that game. What is it? Harvest Moon.
And Earthbound. I thought it looked like Earthbound too. Yeah. Or
Oh, I
Animal
saw
Crossing
people.
too. Yeah.
Oh, oh, interesting. I guess it does kind of make sense that it's sort of like
Big rat.
um most of the reviews I saw that they just kept on mentioning Harvest Moon,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, well, I didn't know there was like that amount of people waiting for something like that. So I was actually glad that it happened, I guess, a month before, not the same day, because then everybody would be like all over the top of that game. And this is clearly not trying to be any of those games. It's sort of like its own little thing.
Is there what's the deal with eating the rats? Is there a sickness thing if you cook it?
No, no, you can definitely cook it.
You
It's
can
just
cook it.
not as energy efficient, I guess, as a rabbit.
Okay. We need to dig some holes for sure. What's the benefit to the campfire? Because for me, the amount of energy it's going to take to make a campfire, what's the risk versus when you don't have one?
Well, a campfire does many things. It allows you to cook things, to warm. It can raise the ambient temperature of a cave, especially a small one. It provides light and a place to light up torches. So it's sort of like a utility thing. It's a multi-use thing, but it depends to what you need it for. I mean,
Like it's only 48 degrees. Is that going to hurt me by not having one, you think?
um, you're barely shaking, so shaking costs you energy, by the way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So slowly, yeah. And of course, if you get sick, then you're gonna spend more energy and more water
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
while surviving. That's just
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make a campfire because we need to cook our rat anyway. Oh, shit, you need 5 sticks? Really? 2 branches? Did you increase what you need for the fire? Is that
no.
increased when
I,
you go to the free play?
no.
Maybe I just didn't notice it.
I think if you use a branch and stick, then it's 4 instead of 5.
Oh, okay.
I think.
So I could set one there, but then we won't catch a rat, so we're going to put it right here. There we go. Perfect.
I mean, as long as it doesn't rain.
Yeah. We just need enough fuel to cook our rat.
You can actually dig a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, not if you're low on energy, I guess, but if anytime you dig, you can just extract the dirt and save it for later. So you can just use it to put up a fire, so you don't actually use all the fuel.
Oh. Roasted rat meat sounds delicious.
Yes. You've been thinking about eating that for so many
A
years.
long time, yeah. He's really open for it. 37 energy, pretty good. I gotta set up some more traps for sure.
Yeah.
Get some food sources.
In free roam, you're gonna quickly find that the best way to survive is sort of to eventually, like, once you settle down at least a little bit, start to explore around.
Okay. Okay. Coconut soups. Yeah, I made the mistake the first time I played to drink the coconut soup because I needed energy on the hot level, and it gave me heat stroke. You know, my guy passed out.
Yeah, drinking something hot.
Hi, German. What's up? Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask Pablo whatever you got. All right, we'll go ahead and sleep. Probably run out of fuel not too long from now. We got 5 hours of sleep. That's pretty good. Alright, we got our trap. Little rat. Alright, good. And since the... Hello, breakfast. Since we still have some fuel, we'll cook that. Alright, roasted rat meat. Go ahead and eat it. Alright, we're up to 48. Reset our trap. We need some sticks. Okay, so Alright, we're gonna make some sources for water for sure.
Didn't Stallone eat a rat burger in Demolition Man? I don't know.
What kind of question is that? If I build a bigger hole, can I catch bigger prey? Is that how it works?
Hold on, let me check the code really quickly. Because that was definitely in my head, but now I'm not sure if I actually did that, so I don't want to lie to you. Let's look for size. I actually have the code right here. No, actually, it just it allows all kind of praise
Okay.
to go in. Yeah, I think the reason why I didn't do it is because there were many features like that, and they're just not that obvious to people, right?
Oh, okay.
They go like, why isn't this catching? And like, people are too used in video games that, you know, if you have a trap, it's just a trap, and that means it traps things, and there is no variations on those traps. So yeah, I guess started to stop doing stuff like that at the very end of the development. My dad and I were going to go fishing today, but it was raining too much. Hey, that's the best time to fish.
Mimo face. That's her face. She's copyrighted that. That blue face with yelling. Oh, good. Got some water. Good. Got our water there. Do I have a vine? No. I got some thorns. Alright, you said I should probably move. Now that I have a couple sources of food, just move around and explore and see what we find.
Yeah, for sure. Check around, see if you find like other food resources or maybe other kind of resources, water.
Okay. Bye, Germs. Thanks for coming by, man. Whoa, this is a big ass rock. Big rock.
Oh, the big
drink.
rocks? Yeah. They're cool. So basically, if it rains, some water gets stuck in it, and you can either
cool.
refill something or drink it. Yeah.
That's good. That's really good detail. I wouldn't have thought about that.
Yeah.
Oh, this must be something where we have to climb.
Yeah, I think in the desert area, you climb a little bit.
Oh, man, I don't have the energy. I get myself screwed. Gotta go back. As it is, I don't know if I'll have enough energy.
Yeah, of course, if you don't have enough energy, exploring is not great.
Yeah.
At least not too far
sources
away.
of food. So yesterday we got that pregnant rabbit. What are the options that you can do with a pregnant rabbit that you can't do with the regular ones? Like, obviously she's pregnant, but what does that mean for the game and like the mechanics?
Right. So, rabbits have slow. In the game, they have a fairly slow reproductive cycle, so it takes them several days to get enough bring out. And they also have a certain amount of rabbits that actually exist that are created the moment you start the game. So maybe there are like, I don't know, say there are 5 rabbits. One of them is pregnant, and you get that rabbit, right? If you kill it, then that's not gonna get an offspring, right? So you're reducing the population to 4 and potentially, you know, from 6 instead of 5, because that could have been a baby, a newborn. And same thing whenever you catch a small tiny rabbit that it's not really going to give you much energy, and you still get it and eat it, because you know that could have been a much bigger and delicious rabbit. So yeah,
this is a
you're
pregnant
pretty much
rat. I should let it go.
it depends how desperate you are. I mean, if you go, well, you know what, I'm sorry, rat, but I'm about to die, then that's cool, but you have to bear in mind that you're possibly eventually limiting the chances of those species to keep reproducing, and they may just vanish from that map.
Oh man.
So you may have to find them somewhere else. So I mean, if you really needed to survive, hey, you are dumb.
Be free, rat.
Damp, did you get the consent from the rabbit first?
Gross. All right.
How much is the game? It's $15.
I put it on the ground. It didn't run away. Maybe I broke it.
Oh.
Or is it already
no,
dead?
if you drop it on... Yeah, it's already dead.
God damn it.
It's hunted.
Damn it, damn.
Yeah, just eat it. Just you want to.
Oh, God.
That'll be funny though. If you leave it on the ground, it just runs away. That'll be cute.
Yeah. I was hoping that's what was going to happen, but I wasn't that lucky. This pregnant rat better be worth a lot of energy. Alright, it is. Good. Okay, we need to find some vines, guys. We have no vines. Gotta make our outfit. Our badass hat. Gotta get a fishing rod for sure.
And this is new to you because, I mean, right now you're in summer, but eventually fall will come, where it starts to get a little bit colder, and then winter comes, where it gets really cold, plants hibernate, and then they don't put out any food. Animals stop reproducing as often. They still do, but not as often. And it's just really, really, really cold. So it's sort of winter is a season you prepare for the entire year. Luckily, you have like 6 days before that happens because each season is 4 days long.
Okay. Damn. Can't go around. Did it again. It's dark,
Oops.
and I did it
That's what
again.
Brittany said. well, for people that are from that time.
Yeah, that song just came out in Germany, I think.
It's funny now that I think about it. Many people are gonna tell them Britney Spears, and they're gonna go like, "Who's that girl?"
Yeah.
Like seriously, the girl that cute and all, then she shave her head and start to eat babies. I don't know. That girl.
The old eating babies girl, remember? Alright, since I can't sleep, I'm gonna fast forward time. Feeling sick, of course. Thank God. I was like lost. Oh, there we go. So plants in 2 days they come back.
Well, it depends if they're fertilized or not. They have water or not.
Okay.
I think many of the plants in this map are actually placed on dry soil. Okay, not those, not the ones you planted, but the other ones, yeah, they're on dry soil.
Okay. So the ones I planted, it takes a couple days for them to.
Yeah, with Tim.
Okay.
You planted them on the first day?
I think so.
Oh,
Maybe
smart
not.
man.
I don't know. I'm not sure now that I think about it.
Yeah.
All right, coconuts are really hard to get energy from. So right now, if I find a branch, damn, no vines here. Ugh.
So one thing that will happen is that resources you get from a map will start to respawn less and less often until it's really rare that they come out anymore. Sort of pushing you to go somewhere else, and with time, maybe a whole year, which is 6, they will be pretty much flourishing again with the same frequency.
Okay.
Oh, a big rat. Sounds delicious. Breakfast?
It'll give me some energy, but the struggle is real, Pablo.
You can also select. This is, I think it's, what is this? The swampy mods. I think this
Yeah.
is the location you're in. If you want, you can try starting on the other current location. There are only two right now. Um, to have a different go. I think that one has free water pretty much, but not so much animals. So you can't fish in that one.
You
I
can't.
mean, you I mean, if you look for it, you're gonna find the sea. Actually, the sea's not that far from that,
Is
and you
the
can actually get from here to there.
what's that?
You can get from here to there if you cross the desert.
Okay. I don't have the water. What if you have you considered making the swampy water able to use the swampy water if you boiled it? Have you thought about that?
Hmm. I did not think about that for starters, and I should consider it. See how it affects gameplay. Yeah. I guess if there's some kind of maybe small but relevant energy investment, then it could
Mm-hmm.
make sense. It's a way to turn your energy into water. So yeah, um, I guess a humidity condenser would have come in really nicely because it's really humid.
Yeah. Just thinking that same thing. I was just gonna look to see like what. I just don't have enough sticks. I mean, even the desalinator would have been okay.
True. Well, yeah, it's not too sunny, but it would have still worked. Yeah.
So the difference in the two humidity condensers, what are those?
They're two humidity condensers, but they're the same. Basically, just use a different container, whether it's the wooden bowl you can make or a coconut.
Mm-hmm.
The wooden bowl, you just make it with a sharp stone. You use it to carve a wood log, and that's it.
Okay.
And the but yeah, basically they work the same way.
Okay, but there's not an advantage to one like having a bigger
No, no, no.
reservoir or anything.
Actually, many of the game decisions, sorry, the crafting decisions were based around um, you being able to craft the same things but with different components you may have. That's why there are like four ways to make the campfire.
Okay.
Oh
So
shoot.
can't
Okay,
scavenge.
because of time, let's go. Although I do want to see you die, so I will stay watching without volume. Uh, but hopefully you can make it through. And yeah, I love watching you play. Really, it's really entertaining. So keep it up.
Well, thank you very much, man. Thanks for coming by and thanks for the key. I'll give it away a little bit later today. So thank you very
Sweet,
much, and I'll post this to YouTube, and hopefully we'll get a little more exposure.
awesome. I appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you. Have a good evening.
See ya.
Bye bye.